Hello, let's continue our Sudoku adventure with Dungeon Crawl by Calvinball. So we have normal 6x6 Sudoku rules. That means in each row, each column, and each 2x3 box, we are placing the digits 1 to 6 exactly once each. We also have hit point arrows. The digit in an arrow is equal to the sum of all the digits it points to that hit. And a hit is when its number, its digit, is equal to its distance. I know that's confusing. So we're going to go over the example and the rules, which is 6. I'm in color mode. It is 6, 3, 2, 5, 4, 1. Now we're going to say this is the arrow. I'll mark that in red. If this was an arrow and the arrow was pointing to the right, then starting from here, I'm just going to count 1, 2, 3, whatever for the distance. And if the digit matches the number I say, then I'm going to mark it in green. Otherwise, I'll mark it in gray. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these are the ones that match their distance from the 6. We sum them up, that equals 6. So that would be valid for a 6 pointing to the right here, if that were the row. Now, if there's multiple arrows in a cell, then it's the sum of both directions. It's not individually each direction. It's the sum of all the hits this way and the sum of all the hits this way is going to be that digit in there. So I guess we could do another example like 1, 2, like this. So in this direction, only the 1 hits, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then in this direction, maybe we do like a 2, 2, 3, 6. And so in this direction, the 2 doesn't hit, but this 2 and 3 do hit. So these are our hits. 1 plus 2 plus 3 is 6. We put a 6 here. So that is how that works. Those are the rules. There's a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself. And I'm going to get started right now. So the question is, do we start with the arrows that have singular, the ones with 3? I mean, the max sum is 6, right? And this is seeing a lot of cells. So most of them are misses. But I feel like maybe this one or maybe this one. It only points at these 3 cells and we can't repeat any digits. Okay, so I guess an important thing is that this, we can't see just, we can't hit none, because if we hit none, we'd be to 0. There's no 0. And we can't hit just 1, because if we hit just 1, then the sum's going to be equal to that, and we can't repeat in this box. So like if this was a 1 and these were like 5, 6, for example, this only hits the 1, it would also have to be a 1. That's no good. Similar if we like hit a 2 here, this would also have to be a 2. So we actually have to hit at least 2. But between these two, they both want to hit at 1. We can't make both of them 1s. So we're going to have to hit the 1 and the 2 equal to 3. So we're going to hit one of these as a 1. So 1's one of those. And then we have to hit this 2 as well. Okay. We just don't know which one's 1. Maybe transition to here now. So the 3 already hits. I'm going to mark that. The 2 does not hit. So for this guy, the 3 hits, the 2 doesn't. We could hit the 1. We have to hit at least 1 more because we can't just equal 3. 1 could hit here or here, but not both. And then 2 cannot hit. There's already a 2. 3, 4 could hit, actually, but it can't because 3 plus 4 is 7. So this is not a 4. I guess this is from 1, 5, 6, just to mark that. So it has to hit the 1 and equal 4. That's his only choice. Okay, let's get rid of these colors. So what's next? This is 4, so one of these is 1. This guy. This guy. This is 1, 5, 6, except that's not a 1. Okay, so maybe this guy's interesting, because going this way, we don't hit this one. So if we're looking at this guy, we don't hit this one. We could hit this one. Then looking down, 1, 2, 3. So we don't hit this one because that would have to be a 3. So, okay, we have a similar problem we've had, which is if I don't hit this guy, then we have to hit 2, right? But if we hit both of these, if this was 1 and this was 2, we'd sum to 3, but there's already a 3 in the column. So I think that means we have to hit this one, because if we only hit one of these, then it repeats in the column. Yeah. Hopefully that logic made sense. So this has to be a 2 in order to hit. And now what we're doing is we're either have a 1 here or a 2 here or a 1 and a 2. And so the 1 plus, if we just hit the 1, it would be 1 plus 2, but that would equal 3. So we're not doing that. And so no matter what, we're hitting this 2 as well. Because if we don't hit this 2, what if we just don't hit anything? Then we could be a 2. That would work, actually. I wasn't thinking about that. So we could hit nothing and be a 2. Otherwise, we can't hit just the 1 because then we'd sum to 3. We could hit the 2 as well at summing to 4. Or we could hit the 1 and the 2, summing to 5. Okay. So I guess that's what we get from that. That's not as exciting as I hoped. Well, we did place this 2, though. So this is, we need a 3 somewhere. 3's in one of these two. Can this really be a 3? Maybe. Do you think about this one or this one? Or this one? I want to think about this one for a little bit. So it's these cells here. All of these. Let's mark that. I don't know. Let's mark it in purple for now. So these are not hits. Definitely not. This could be a hit. So we can only hit one of these. They all want to be 2s in order to hit. So if any of these hit, we get the 2. And then if this hits, we get a 3. So our options are anywhere from 1 to 6. Great. Well, we can't be just a 1. If we hit this one to get the 1, that's the only one we could hit to get the 1, be in the same box. So we're not just the 1. We're not 2. We could be 3, I suppose, if we just hit this one, or we hit the 1 and the 2. Can't be 4, so we could be 3, 5, or 6. How would we get 5? The 2 and the 3. One of these 2s plus this 3. And the 6 would also include this 1. In fact, if this was a 6, this would have to be a 1. You know what? If this is 5, that's 6. This is also 1. And I don't think we can do that. Because how would we add to 5? Yeah, okay. So the only way to add 5 is with the 2 and the 3. One of these 2s plus the 3. The 1's not involved because we don't have any... Oh, wait. We have this whole column that I haven't thought about. No, I could do the 1 with the 4 hitting. Here. Okay. I don't think we're looking at this one yet. 3, 5, 6 is still correct because that was Sudoku and we just eliminated the 1. That's fine. But yeah, this column can contribute a bunch. I don't know why I wasn't thinking about that. Too much to think about. So I guess not this arrow. Do we think about this arrow more or maybe this one? Okay, so this one has to see 2 digits. For the reasons we've talked about before. It doesn't see this one. It could see 1 here. It could see 2 here. It cannot see 4 here, actually. I think we just... Yeah, there's already a 4 in the box. So this actually just has to see 1, 2 with a 3 here. So this is not a 2. This is not a 3. The 5, 6 pair puts a 1 here. That's not 1. That's not 1. The 4 is down here. So actually, my fear of hitting the 4 down here is gone. So I think this can't be a 5. It does hit this 2 already. And it hits this 1. We can't hit another 2 because it's in the same row as those 2. The only thing we could hit is another 3. So we do that and we sum to 6. And that's 5 and that's 6. All right. That's our 3 for the box. So maybe we do as much Sudoku as we can. We get the 1 here. This is a 4, 5. What about this box? Yeah, the 3, 4s here. We're roped. This is 4 and 3. This is 5, 6. This is 5, 6. And this is a 1, 2. I think we have enough for this arrow. It looks at these cells. So this arrow does. 1 is a no-go. Not 2, not 3, not 4. So we just don't see these at all. The one we do see, we don't see this one. This would have to be 2, 3. So this one could be seen or not, but we can't add to 1, so we better see it. And it's 4 away. Okay, so that's 4. 4 plus 1 is 5. Okay, cool. So that's 6. What about this guy? I guess we'll find out in a second. Let's do as much Sudoku as we can. Here we need 1, 5, 6. That's not 5, that's not 6. I need 2. Let's see, this can't match because he's a 1. This could match. 1, 2, and this can't match because we already knew that. The 3's in the column. So in order to add to 4 or 5, I guess we have to do 2 plus 2 equals 4. That wasn't colored, but whatever. That's 1, that's 2, that's 6. This is a 5, 6 pair. So that's a 5, that's a 6. That's 1 and 5. That's 6 and 5. Here I need a 1 and a 2. That's 1, 2. And here I need a 3, 4. That's 4, 3. And we're done. All right, cool puzzle, Calvinball. I can't help but think I like missed a step and like came back to it, but I don't know what it was. Something with this arrow maybe. But I did get there. This was pretty neat. This one was interesting that none of these hit. So that arrow was just there to keep us guessing, I guess. All right. Well, how'd you do?